June 13, 2025. As midnight cloaked the skies over the Middle East, a barrage of jet engines shattered the silence. In a move that stunned the world, Israel unleashed Operation Rising Lion, a meticulously planned and devastating assault on Iran's most sensitive military and nuclear assets. More than 200 Israeli aircraft, guided by the precision of years of intelligence gathering, roared across the night sky, targeting over 100 sites deep within Iranian territory. Nuclear facilities at Natanz and Isfahan, IRGC missile complexes near Tabriz and Kermanshah, and command bunkers were pounded by wave after wave of bombs and missiles. Israeli drones, operated by Mossad agents on the ground, had already sabotaged air defense systems and missile launchers, clearing the way for the assault. For Israeli leaders, this was not a war of choice, but a war of survival. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed his nation with grim determination, declaring that Israel would act decisively to prevent Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons. The message was clear, the stakes were existential, and hesitation was not an option. In Tehran and across Iran, the response was swift and fierce. Within hours, the Iranian military activated Operation True Promise 3. Hundreds of ballistic missiles and explosive drones streaked across the sky toward Israeli cities, Tel Aviv, Haifa, Petah Tikva, and even the US Embassy compound. Israel's Iron Dome missile defense worked furiously, intercepting as many threats as possible. But some projectiles broke through, striking urban centers and leaving destruction in their wake. 24 Israeli civilians lost their lives, with hundreds more injured. In Iran, the toll was even higher. Over 224 dead, many of them civilians caught in the crossfire, as Israeli bombs struck military and infrastructure targets. The escalation intensified over the next several days. Israel launched more than 80 additional airstrikes, this time zeroing in on missile facilities closer to Tehran, oil refineries, and suspected command posts. Iran retaliated with renewed missile salvos, turning entire neighborhoods into rubble and sending shockwaves through both nations. Iran's parliament, in a move laden with international consequences, began drafting a bill to withdraw from the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, signaling a potential acceleration of its nuclear program. For decades, the roots of this conflict have run deep. Israel has long accused Iran of pursuing nuclear weapons under the guise of a civilian program. Iran, for its part, insists on its peaceful intentions, but Israeli intelligence and international reports have fueled suspicion and fear. Israel, believed to possess a formidable arsenal of its own, has declared that it will never allow Iran to join the nuclear club. The impact of this conflict has rippled across the globe. Oil prices surged, with Brent crude climbing to a 5-month high amid fears of a wider regional war. Markets trembled and world leaders scrambled to respond. The United Nations and Red Cross issued urgent calls for restraint and the protection of civilians. The G7 convened emergency talks, while the US clarified that, though it was aware of Israel's intentions, it had not participated in the operation. President Donald Trump's revelation that he had previously vetoed an Israeli plot to assassinate Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, underscored just how close the world had come to an even more perilous escalation. On the ground, the human cost continues to mount. In Iran, tens of thousands fled Tehran for the relative safety of northern provinces, causing massive traffic jams and shortages of fuel and basic necessities. The government imposed temporary internet restrictions, hoping to stem panic and misinformation. In Israel, families huddled in bomb shelters as sirens wailed overhead, and children learned the rhythms of war for the first time in years. This is not the Middle East of yesterday. Drone warfare, cyber sabotage, and high-stakes brinkmanship have redrawn the rules of conflict, with diplomacy teetering and both sides vowing further retaliation. The world watches anxiously. The red lines have been crossed, and the future remains uncertain. The question now is not just who will prevail, but what kind of world will emerge from the ashes of this explosive confrontation.